Okay, so we're doing bench press and pull-ups. Bulgarian split squats are the leg exercise. And the dog is going to help me warm up now. Pull-ups are the first exercise we do, so getting the back warmed up, getting the arms warmed up. It's a good start, getting the grip warmed up. This is called the bicep girl. Alright, now we're going to make this into more of a challenge. Warm the lats up a bit. We don't want to be lifting up above the head for obvious safety reasons. And we don't want to lower the dog down too much because otherwise she'll jump, making it easier for me. Okay. Now we're just going to do 5 pull-ups. Go. I'm just going to get the other dog. Phoebe, the door's open, you idiot. Alright, they'll probably play with each other now. Four. What? All right, bench press. Today is the bench press day. And something I do. Oh Jesus! Mosquito season is back. So something that I like to do is I use my actual notebook here, my workout notebook. I use that itself as like an exact thing for making sure that the deadlift, or sorry, the bench is always in the exact same place underneath the bar, so that it's similar routine. Now let me just check something first. We are doing 18. All right, we're doing reps of 6 today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I might have to change that up just because I'm getting, there's a cramp in my lat here, just in the bottom of, behind my back. And that's really important to have your back nice and tight and nice and safe when you're doing a bench press. And when you're doing a pull-up. So I might change the repetitions because I don't want to be doing heavy reps if my body isn't up for it. Many reps with less weight, that's safer. But if you're wondering why does the bench press affect your back so much, a simple metaphor that I was told that makes a lot of sense is if you're firing a cannon out of a ship, sure, it makes sense, but you can't fire a cannon out of a rowboat. So you need to have even though the back isn't the thing that's delivering the force, it still needs to be nice and solid and stable so that you can then sort of push off it. You kind of have the stability, the foundation. So yeah. Now, one other thing, dogs are running around and I'm talking about how I'm not feeling that there's a little bit of an issue with my back. This, you can't see the bars here, but there are 2 bars. So the bench press cannot get down and hit them, okay? Just in case anyone's wondering or worrying, and rightfully so. Just in case anybody's thinking, like, you know, it's not just about you, it's health and safety for, you know, the two delightful morons running around the classroom, the garden. So, anyway, we'll get started on blood flow. Oh, hang on. My friend's here picking up the dog. Get the front? Okay, go. Get it now. Did you just you did throw 2 at me, right? Another one has just emerged. I swear to God, it was not here a second ago. I went outside looking for a tennis ball to loosen up my arm, and it has just appeared. Right, this is going to be needed for that lat. Anyway, back to back to the warm up.
Are you doing a live stream?
Huh?
Are you doing a live stream?
I am, but it's very casual, so don't feel like you're unwelcome to come in and you're not being watched by 1,000 people.
That's okay. Well, good.
You're being watched by I think 200 people in total.
Okay. Am I okay dropping feeds off sort of 8:30ish tomorrow?
8:30 is fine, yeah.
Cool. Ooh. There we go. Very impressive. Oh, right. Let's do this.
Eight. 9, and we'll just do one more. 10. And legs today, we are doing one-legged Bulgarian split squat. That I need that stuff. So I'm just gonna hide these because I'm gonna need them, and I would prefer them not to be chewed up and destroyed. So this we can just get out of the way because we're not going to use this at all today, really. Kinky, stop. Don't worry about the front door. I'll do the lock on it soon enough.
Okay.
All right, halfway tomorrow, yeah. Cool, I'll be up. Is there anything that you need that you weren't? Sorry, like any Phoebe stuff? No? Okay, cool. Just double checking. See you tomorrow, Charlotte. Anyway, the day continues. The workout continues. You were just done. So it's nothing you haven't seen before, nothing particularly complicated. It's just a foot on the back of the bench, and what we're doing is we're going down, trying to get the knee to touch the ground, and then all the way up, pushing with the kinky stop. Stop doing that now. No, I don't care. You don't get everything you want all the time. So one of the keys with doing this exercise is to not have anything to balance you. So like using the fingers here to just like keep a tiny bit of balance, keep a third point of contact. You want to avoid that because that, for me with my knee issue, something that we're aiming to do is to get the stability of my knee improving. That's what this exercise is kind of one of the target points. So it's both to target my bum and my hamstrings more, because apparently some of the problem is from my quads being too dominant is what they call it. It means that they take over the job more so than the hamstrings, and it's not distributed the right way, and then that's pulling my kneecap up a little bit too high. Just gonna go up to 10, 6, 9, 10. And what we're going to upgrade to is holding on to dumbbells while I'm doing that, so that there's extra weight going sort of up and down with the weight like so. So now we're back to the pull-ups. So we'll go for 6 pull-ups now, just to test the water. We're going to be doing weighted pull-ups today. Well, maybe I need to listen to my body a lot today, so my arm is got some inflammation in my right sort of shoulder blade, and that's causing like a little bit of nerve damage going down my right arm. It's a little bit like if any of you have ever had sciatica before, that's a fairly common problem, and it kind of goes from your bum and down the back of your leg. I had it a little bit just from not doing too many deadlifts without doing enough mobility work was basically what caused that, and I just had to ease off for a while and it went away. So I want to make sure that that's not I'm not making the situation much worse, but at the same time I don't want to skip on training more than I have to. I don't want to use that sort of my arm is a bit sore as an excuse to not do the work. But something I try to say whenever I'm in teaching a fitness class, if you want to think of it that way, or whenever I'm doing one of these live streams, you'll always often hear me say, leave your ego at the door. Actually, I do say that pretty much every single time. Leave your ego at the door of the gym. Don't bring it in. So right now I'm very conscious of, is this me ego lifting or is this me just being cautious of an injury and trying to, you know, not have excuses to not do the work. Six, we'll go up to 8. Eight. Okay, now we're back to the bench press. Okay, and we're gonna upgrade the weight. Kinky, stop. Stop trying to do that. So, we're not going to increase it by a huge amount. Where's the 10s? So this is 80 kilos. 80. And I'm just going to put these tennis balls out of sight. No. She keeps trying to get them on that coffee table, and the coffee table is like kind of low enough that she could get up and grab it with her mouth, so I'm just keeping it out of sight out of mind. Temptation. Yeah, and now, you can't see this, but now she's up on that coffee table just checking that there's nothing else there. But I'm not going to scold her for that, because if she's not curious, she's not going to keep doing it. Three, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to try and stretch out my lat, make sure that it's not getting too cramped up. So I just did the bench press. Previous thing was the slow sprint and the dancing. So what we're gonna do is balancing on one knee, and front toe taps in front, off to the side, behind, and then I gotta turn all the way around and touch the ground. Switch sides and do the exact same thing. So we go down, tap forward, tap to the side. Gotta make sure that I'm keeping my balance and not like tapping a second point of contact. We want to avoid that as much as possible. Failure there. Okay, switch sides. 1. Ah, failed again. Okay. Now, pull-ups. So we'll do 10 pull-ups now. I want to make sure that I'm being very generous with the warm-up for the pull-ups, because I don't want that to be overstressed. I want it to be nice, warmed up, and ready to do the work. I always think when you're warming up your muscles before a workout or whatever, it's no different to arriving really early to a job interview. You get to sit down, you get to take your time, you get to kind of review your notes, whatever you need to do before you do your thing, and it just means that you're going into the experience in a better mindset. And it's the same with these sort of with a workout. Do a really long, thorough warm-up. We're going to 10 here. Six. 8. 9. And one more. 10. Okay, now we're going to get the chains. Adding a little bit of weight onto the chains to do the split squat. So we'll just start off with 1. Actually, that's not really that heavy, to be honest. Let's go 2. Alright, young lady. Beep, beep. We're going to 10. Shouldn't be doing that. We're trying to retake the balance. It's more important to take the balance. Six. 7. 8. 9. 10. Same again on the opposite foot. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ah, fuck. 9. 10. Okay. we'll take this up to 90 kilos. And the gloves come off because this is the IME, the gloves for the pups. Or if it's very cold, which it's not going to be for a few months, unless I'm doing it in the middle of the night or something. Okay, get everything lined up first. One second. Alright, we're only doing 6 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 90 kilos. Just making sure the body is nice and warm. One. 2. 4, 5, 6. Just stretching at the back there. Okay, so my back is like getting a bit crampy while I'm doing that. That's 6 repetitions there. Now, my last time that I did 6, I did 100 kilos, which I was pretty happy with. As anyone knows, like, you know, getting to 100 on anything is a nice kind of milestone that is just nice and just a nice number. And like, no one likes hitting the marker where it's like, oh yeah, my max is 87.5 or 97.5. Nobody likes that number. You want it to be something like 100 or 120. Nice mathematical numbers. So if I can't get up to that today, I'm not going to beat myself up too much, because today is definitely not, like, you know, a strong day, which is alright. Now, that said, yesterday I was saying the same thing for overhead press, and I ended up increasing my overhead press by 5 kilos, which is a huge improvement. Now, I just did the bench press, I did the split squats, alright, balancing act now. Alright, one more, Kiki, one more. Okay, so the balancing act is simple enough. You're gonna tap. Go right to the side, do the same thing. Around the back. Playing with the dog is important. Good way to maintain balance. And then switch to the other foot. Ah! Fuck you! And we tap in the front. Out to the side. Round to the back. Ah. And then we turn over and tap the far side of the front. Come back up. Switch legs. So, tap the front. Try not to put any weight on it. You're literally just tapping without putting weight on the toes. Make it harder by playing with your dog. Tap the back. Slowly and controlled, you come over and tap the far foot. Okay, now pull up wise. We did 10 reps the last time, so we're nice and warmed up now. We're going to start doing weighted pull-ups, but we're aiming for 6 repetitions, not 10. I could probably do 10 repetitions with like a small amount of weight, like 5 kilos or something, but that's not what we're doing today. We're doing heavy pull-up lifting. But I don't want to go too hard, too fast, and agitate that little pain that I'm getting in that lat. So we'll start off with 10 kilos for 6 repetitions. Oh, actually, I just remembered that my friend who was dropping the other dog over earlier, the lead is broken on her thing. I don't know if I sent that to her. I didn't. Fucking hell. Gotta call her now. Hey, you sound like you're home. Are you home? Okay, cool. Just so you know, your the lock that you screw is broken, and it came off. Luckily, when Phoebe was just outside the house, so there was no drama. But I forgot to actually send you the video. I'm sending it over now. But yeah, you just need to get a new lead. Yeah, I've just sent it over to you now. Sorry, I'm an idiot and I forgot to send it over to you when I actually made the damn thing. Alright. I'll talk to you later, Lottie. Bye-bye. Safety first, even if it's not related to the gym in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so we're just doing 6 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to leave the gloves off for this one, because on the one hand they do help, but on the other hand, no pun intended, but on the other hand, it's never good to be overly dependent on something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. 6. All right, pull-ups, split squats. All right, so because we're doing 6 repetitions, let's get some actual weights, some dumbbells. One of these 10s. Yeah, we'll start with 10s and we'll see how we feel. I don't know how much harder these are going to make it, so let's start off small. And if, you know, it's not that difficult, well, we've given our body a good warm-up. All right. 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, very manageable. 1, 2, 5. One more. 6. Yeah, that's good going, but we can go have it in now. All right, those legs. Let's go 95 kilos for 6 repetitions. Ideally, I'd hope to go over the 100 kilo mark tonight. Last time I was doing 6 repetitions for bench press, I was doing a lovely even Steven 100. But it'd be nice to go 102. Alright, 95 kilos. If anybody's wondering, you know, because the dog is, you know, outside doing her thing, and you're wondering, like, that's a heavy weight. That's dangerous to have that around the dog when you don't have a squatter. Safety bars here. Safety first always. Safety first for other people and then yourself. Their safety is more important than your safety. Don't be careless. If you're trying to do, like, you know, snatches or something and you're in a cramped gym space, don't do it. Go earlier in the day to do the gym or stay later. Don't do stuff like that in a cramped space. It's just dangerous, you're asking for trouble, and it's your fault if something goes wrong. It's your responsibility. Alright, 6 reps. 1. Okay, I'm feeling good doing that. Again, the back is tightening up a little bit, which I wouldn't say I'm worried about, because again, it's not unsafe, because the bars are there. I'll be fine if I'm not able to lift. I'll be absolutely fine, and the dog will be fine. I'm just kind of thinking, I'd like to go over 100 today, but it's annoying if kind of like you're strong enough to do something, but then like something's cramping up. It's like, you know, you don't want to push through that. That's how you get a tear. All right, leg exercises. We're doing the dance. This is the new TikTok fad. Take the knee in, out to the side, as far as you can. As far as you can, but you can still bring it back in without touching the ground up. You're allowed to tap the ground, but you don't use the ground for a point of contact. Alright, let's switch sides. Tap the front, bring it back in, out to the side. Out to the back, far side. Bring it in and around the awkward turn. And before you restart, make sure you get your balance and then restart. Don't just kind of take the quick step in. Remember, you're only fooling yourself if you do that sort of thing. So, tap the front, out to the side, tap the side, around the back. And go all the way around. Come back up, and then change the feet. One last time. Tap the front, out to the side, out. Shit. Restart, around the back. And then last one all the way around. Okay. Alright, pull-ups. Extra weight. Let's go up to 15. Kilos for 6 repetitions. Sorry, I've just remembered this is Monday, so do you want to go to Blue's Kitchen instead and see can we tuck away at some of our some of the menu, see what we can get through tonight. I'll go on to like Open Table or The Fork, whatever the app is, and see if they have any seats. Ignore that. This video is not sponsored by The Fork. It is not sponsored by Open Table. Blue's Kitchen in London is not sponsored this channel, but it's a brilliant restaurant. I'd highly recommend it. Use the code word KING to get 100% off. To get 100% off and 100% paid to you. Just go in and say I sent you. I'm sure they'll be delighted. That actually That reminds me of when we were doing the 12 pubs of Christmas one year, and we went in and we got some chalk. I don't know where we got it from. I think we might have asked. Doesn't matter. We might have pinched it. Who cares? And so we went outside to a pub, and we cleaned off whatever it had written on the blackboard outside, and we wrote down the third pub or third pint bought is 100% free. And we just kind of left it their devices to be like, customer coming in. Oh my God, what a deal! Let's go in there and have 3 rounds. And don't know if it worked, but I'd love to have seen like the bartender be like, "What the hell are you talking about? 3 pints are free? Where'd you get that idea from? It's written on your sign outside. What is? No, it's not. Our sign says we're doing tequilas for fucking €7." Free pints, just slap the bartender in the face. Alright, 6 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three. 6. Alright, so that was good. I reckon we can go a bit heavier than that. Alright, just stretch out the lat. Okay, let's get the dumbbells. So last time we were doing 10 kilos in each arm with the dumbbells. Let's increase that. So this is 15 kilos each arm. All right. 6 reps. 1. 3. 4. 5. 1 more. 6. 1. 2. 3. Oh. Oh. One more. 6. All right, these are good and heavy. We'll keep them there. And now, bench press. We'll take it up to 100 this time. Hopefully the arm, so the lat doesn't cramp up, because I feel like I'm strong enough to do this, but that cramp is definitely there. And I wasn't exercising earlier, but I started getting like kind of nerve pain going down my arm a little bit. Which, don't worry, it's not related to brain cancer. I checked, I assure you I checked. And also, like, I feel around with my lat right there, and it's like, so it's like, there you go. Source of the problem, what the problem does, it's normal. Well, not normal, but you know what I mean. I know exactly what's wrong. But, I don't want to make that, I want to be aware of it. I don't want to push past, create more of an issue, but I also don't want to use it as an excuse to not do my work. Alright, so this is 100 kilos. Hitting 100 kilos is nice, but ideally we want to go above it. No distractions. When I lie on my back, sometimes the crown comes off, so I don't want that. Just want to stay focused on the task at hand. Let's loosen up the back before we start. Just don't want the back to cramp up. And you, darling, you are perfectly safe, but I don't want you distracting me, so let's put you inside for a bit. I'll let you back out in a minute. All right, 6 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, 6. One more. I might be able to go to 102. I was able to do that, but that last rep wasn't easy. Alright, so cross your fingers now. Let's start building up the look. Put my magic hat back on. So next we're doing the see if I can do it up here. So this is the balance stance. So the balance stance, we got one leg as forward as we can, touch the ground, tap the ground. Out to the side, do the same. Tap the ground. You're not using the ground for a point of balance. Come in, turn around. This is the hard one. And now do it again. Out to the side. Round to the back. And one more to the front. Alright. Same again on the other leg. Out to the side. Keep the balance, keep the balance. Out to the back. Wrap around the front. And start it again. Tap the front. Out to the side. Back in. And wrap. Ah, shit! Almost made it to the end. Okay, pull-ups. So, last time we did 15. We'll up that to 17. See if we can do 17 kilos for 6 reps. Okay, so this is 17.5 kilos. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what we're aiming for. Six. I think we can continue going higher. We'll bring it up to 18 and a half. Well, 18.75. Okay, I'm just going to grab a glass of water. Now, I remember seeing in an interview with I think it was a champion CrossFit or somebody. I think it was CrossFit, yeah. And he was going on about, yeah, people are like cowards to go take a water break because it takes 20 minutes before the actual water can get into your bloodstream, so it's not actually affecting your ability to do whatever, you know, motion or movement you're about to do. However, I would counter that point that any kind of 1%, now I'm not a champion of CrossFit, so, you know, who am I to talk? But I would think that any kind of a 1% amount of a gain that you can put into any particular situation, like you don't have your mind saying, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm thirsty, I'm thirsty. If you satisfy that thirst, I think it means you can become more focused on the thing that you're about to do. Now, I'm not doing CrossFit, so, you know, taking a break doesn't, taking a, you know, 20 seconds longer from my rest period to do whatever doesn't really have much of an effect when you're doing strength training. It makes a big difference when you're CrossFitting, but if you need those couple of seconds just to like get your head back in the game, go for it. You need to, like, you know, take your t-shirt off, you need to put your t-shirt back on, you need to, you know, take your shoes off, put your shoes back on. If it only takes a couple of seconds, I think it's worth doing. Six. Two. Three. Four. Ah, fuck. Five. One more. Six. Alright. Bench press. Alright, so I'm going to take a good time to catch my breath back. This is a personal best. I don't know if it's an all-time personal best, it's a recent personal best though. When I get my breath back, I might look up personal best. See, 100 kilos, 100k. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Hmm. 19th of March. This looks like a set that I was did. Yeah. These reps that I'm looking at here were not big ones. No, that's not it either. I'm trying to find my old gym workout that I was doing. I think this might be it that I'm looking at now. Okay, so X1. Back when I was doing bench press, 3 reps. Oh, 3 reps for 100 kilos. That's okay. Okay. So this might be personal best. Let me search one last thing. I'll search for a sheep, because I remember thinking the sheep was like a ram, and it was a... Okay. I think I've got it now. Sorry if this is like, you know... Bench press. Okay, yeah, alright. I found my old, Oh, wow. Oh, I'm a lot... Bench press wise, I am by far the strongest bench press I've ever been, regardless of whether I'm able to lift this or not. The last time that I was doing 5 reps for a significant weight, I was doing 97 kilos. Now I'm doing 100 kilos for 6 reps, so I think that's the strongest I've ever been in terms of the bench press. Pretty good, pretty happy with that. Squat and deadlift are nowhere close, but that's to be expected. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here we go. Overhead press. Oh wait, no. Overhead press. I was doing quite strong for overhead press. 6 kilos. Say 60 kilos for 5 reps. Well, that's not actually that much more. Thinking about it. I'm at 57 the last time, and asked for 6 reps. So it's not too shabby. Neutral grip pull up was 20 kilos. 22 kilos, but that's neutral grip for 3 repetitions. Okay. All right. This is starting to look charming. All right. Let's lift this. Let's lift this bitch. So by the end of the workout, I'll get another set in after this. So this is 100 kilos. This means that I matched my previous lift the last time that I was doing 6 repetitions. I'm obviously aiming to go one marker over, which in weightlifting is almost always 2.5 kilograms. One. One more. Yeah, I think I can go one more higher than that. And if I do that, then I can fairly confidently say that I am the strongest I've ever been in my entire life, which is pretty cool to think. Fuck you, chemo. What am I putting these on for? Right, the bench press is what I want to focus on the most in terms of like what's going to be the hardest thing. I'd really like to come away with that being a 102 kilos for 6 repetitions. So I'm going to repeat the one-legged squat because that really had me gassed. That had me really craving the oxygen. So I don't want to do that before I do the bench press. Excuse me. The pull-ups I'm doing nicely on, but I think I've improved on the pull-ups as well, but I'm more focused on getting that one. I feel like that needs more attention to get the personal best, where the pull-ups I seem to be kind of comfortable beating the previous best, which is, from looking at those notes, I think it might be my all-time best as well. But I don't want to, I'll have to do a bit more sort of research on that. Research? Would you say research? Looking over your old, like, kind of notes? I'll have to look over my old notes. Which I suppose is research. You're researching something. You're searching for something again. Shut the fuck up and lift the weights. One more. X. Change feet. Two. Ah, fuck's sake. I'll start again at 1 on that leg. Losing my balance. For fuck's sake. X. That was hard by the end to balance, but I suppose that's what's being trained. It's the support muscles, not necessarily lifting heavy weights. It's training the mobility of my legs to kind of support the knee and support the balance and strengthen up the ankles, so that they're able to take my weight in the appropriate way when I go running for the marathons. I won't be running the London Marathon, but I'm going to be walking it. I'm still going to be doing the marathon itself. Fingers crossed that I'll be doing it at the very end of a live stream. A 2-week long live stream I'm planning on starting on the 13th of April. I haven't made a video about it yet, but getting the sponsors and getting the donations is just so fucking hard, and it's out of my control. And if I'm perfectly honest with you, it's been really frustrating, particularly over the last 6 months with like so much work that I've put in with the marathons and hurting my knee, and you know the channel's gone well and I've got a fucking TikTok award, but the donations just haven't come in, and so I've got to think of a new way to sort of jumpstart things. And I looked into 2 world records that I can break by my own decision, and that's most t-shirts worn during a marathon, which is 100. Now that'll be hard, trust me, don't think that that's a willy-nilly thing. And then the other one is longest charity live stream, which is 31 days. Again, very hard, but something that if I just focus on, I feel like I could do it. And I'm going to be testing out both of those things preceding the London Marathon. 2-week live stream, and then walk the marathon, continuing on the live stream with them like 40 t-shirts on, or 50 t-shirts on, or something. Maybe 50, seeing as how 2 weeks is pretty much half of the 32 days is what I need to do, so half of 100. Okay, bench press, no. Pull-ups. This is 18.75 kilograms, and we're going for 6 reps. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six. Alright, so let's put that extra little bit of weight onto the bench press. Keep it on there for safekeeping. And now we're just going to do the tap dancing. The balance dance. Maybe that's what I'll call it, the balance dance. Has a nice ring to it. Just getting that out of the way a little bit. Okay, so balance dance is pretty much what you imagine it would be. You are moving without losing your balance as much as possible. And I know with this sign you probably can't see as well, but use your imagination. I know you're on social media, and social media is all about the opposite of using your imagination. I want this shown to me. Show me it. I don't want to imagine shit. I want you to show everything in nitty-gritty details. One tap forward. We're not touching the ground. We're not putting our weight on the ground. We're just touching it with our foot and then moving on to the next part. And we want to try and move slow all the way, because when you move quick, it's almost easier to maintain balance because you have momentum with you. Whereas when you're doing it slow, you've got to maintain control more. And if you think I'm bullshitting you on that, stand up right now. Hold one foot, bend your knee a little bit, and try to touch the ground and slowly bring your leg all the way around you and then back. And then do it quick. Then do it like this. You know? It's easy to do that because you're using momentum. And so the weight is, think of it like this. If you're swinging an object around like this, it's quite easy to spin because you're going around, the momentum is kind of keeping it in place. But if you're going super slow, if you have to keep something perfectly like that, like if you're balancing something, if you try to balance like, where's an example? Here we go. If you try to balance something perfectly still on your hand like this, it's quite hard. But if you go like that and move around, it's somewhat easier. See? Because you kind of keep the center of gravity, the point is more here. It's more in the center rather than you got to shimmy it around. Anyway. At this side, back up, around the back, and up around to the side. Keep composure, try not to hop as well. Hop is like the reset button, which you don't want to do. You want to do that as least as possible. It's better to hop than to grab something, but try not to hop. Use the strength of your foot, grip the ground, and regain your balance that way. That's what the purpose of this exercise is. All right. Bench press. I'm looking forward to this now. I think I'm going to be able to lift this. It's not going to be easy, and I'm not going to beat myself up if I'm not able to lift it. But I think I talked my way through that lat pain that I was having earlier on. I kind of told it, hey, look, I can hear you. I'm paying attention to your opinion on the matter. I'm very aware of what's going on and how you feel about doing you know, lots of pull-ups and lots of bench press. So we're going to listen to you, but we're going to keep going nice and slow. And the lat is now thanking me for being patient with it. My lateral dorsi, my right lateral dorsi is going, okay, yeah, you took it easy. I told you I wasn't feeling the best, and you didn't put me under too much pressure. Alright, so this will be a personal best if I get this. All right. One more. Fuck yes! That's the strongest I've ever been in my life for the bench press. I'll be eating steak tonight. And let's just stretch the back. First. You know what, I best leave it at that because I'm meant to be meeting someone in 10 minutes for dinner. So let's, I'm always late for anything. I don't want to be even more late than I usually am. So yeah, obviously that was ending on a high, ending on a really big high. Pull-ups as well. I think I could have gone higher than 18 and a half. So yeah, that's double plus good. Excuse me. So thank you everybody for joining in, for making that experience, for making me accountable to that, and for motivating me to be consistent with my training. So thank you all and appreciate it. Salman Kiwan. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. That was 102.5 kilograms. So very happy with that. Anyway, good night. I hope you all found that either entertaining or educational in terms of weightlifting. And I hope it encourages every single one of you to go out and do some kind of gym work or fit work or anything like that. It doesn't matter what you're into at all, as long as it's something that you enjoy doing. Find the thing you enjoy doing and just stick with that. Don't try and be like, oh, I want to do the best thing in the world to, get abs. Don't do that. Find the sport or the activity that you enjoy and keep doing that, because that's the best way to maintain your health, is to keep doing something consistently. And the best way to keep something going consistently is if you don't hate the fucking thing. So don't look for the perfect workout. Look for the one that you like the most and just do it every fucking day.